The 7 a.m. bulletin from the Weather Bureau. Camille, a small but extremely dangerous storm, is now shifting westward, moving toward the Mississippi coast. Small craft should seek safe harbor.
Hurricane flags go up. The warnings go out.
The Red Cross shelters are now being opened in Bay St. Louis, Pass Christian, Gulfport, Long Beach, and Biloxi.
Bring your garbage cans inside. Secure everything that's movable. All windows should be nailed and boarded.
Tides of 15 feet are expected. All residents of the low-lying areas are advised to evacuate by noon today to Hattiesburg or Jackson.
Transportation will be provided and shelter. Please bring all the things you'll actually need in shelter.
Most people take the advice to get out, and cars start streaming north. Early Sunday afternoon, Camille brushes past the mouth of the Mississippi. At first, she only blows a few shingles off the roofs. Then she begins ravaging the whole Louisiana Delta. Upriver, the levees are beginning to crumble under pressure of wind and water. Finally, at Buras, the levee breaks. Time to get out. And now the few who lingered are running for their lives, north to New Orleans and safety. By late afternoon, advance winds are touching the Mississippi coast. The slowpokes are still gassing up. 100,000 people have listened and left. Left behind the young who think nothing can ever hurt them. The unbelievers who plan to ride it out. The sightseers. The thrill seekers. The stubborn.
It's now 6:30 p.m. Sunday in Biloxi, Mississippi, and the hurricane is really beginning to be felt here. As you can see, the palm trees are blowing, the rain is beginning to increase, and the sea is beginning to churn in the Gulf. It promises to be a long, long night in Biloxi.
Mines are falling, starting fires, and winds are whipping them out of control. Even in New Orleans, on the outer edge of the storm, Camille's beginning to cause problems. Along the Industrial Canal, another levee breaks, begins flooding part of the city.
It's 10 o'clock in Biloxi now, and the eye of the storm, they say, is still over 2 hours away. But the wind is so strong one can hardly stand up in it. The rain is torrential, streets are flooded, we are cut off from the outside world in our motel here. There is no power, everything is black.
Staying out now is suicide.
Rescue Blue and White, come home. All rescue units, come home.
At 11 o'clock, a huge tidal surge rises in front of the storm, 20 to 30 feet high. It sweeps inland with irresistible force, smashing boats, collapsing buildings, wrecking everything in its path. At midnight, the eye of the hurricane crosses east of Bay St. Louis, and winds of 200 miles an hour complete the destruction. They called it the American Riviera, the loveliest beach in the South. Now, hurricane winds seldom top 120 miles an hour. Camille's have reached 200, tornado intensity, but cutting a wider swath than any tornado that ever lived. From Biloxi to Bay St. Louis, everything's in shambles. Down the Delta, it's not much better. In Buras, where the levee broke, there were 6,000 homes. Now, only 6 are fit to live in.
You